Hey everyone, thought I'd do a video, and today I am going to be doing the book cake tag. Camille Nicole tagged me in this, so that I'm looking up the questions right here. The first question is Flower, a book that was a little bit slow to start off with, but really picked up as it went along for me. That was Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. It was really hard to get into this book, but once I did, I just flew right through it. I was really happy with this book. I actually, nearing the end, I found out from some people at school that there was more than just this book, and that made me really happy because I was dreading the ending of this book because it was just it was a really awesome book for me. And then I was so happy that there was way more coming to me, and it's just awesome. And it's a little bit beat up because actually my cousin borrowed it from me, and she was going to read it, but then her sister ripped the page off. As you can see, there's tape there. There's even writing on the cover right there. There's tape. You can clearly see it right there. But, yeah, she ripped the cover off and she put it on her wall, the cover, which, I don't know, it's really beat up from all of that, and, yeah, it's just really beat up. Margarine, a book that had a really rich and great plot. For me, that was the book Theif by Markus Zusak. This book is awesome, guys. You guys need to get your hands on it if you haven't yet. This was actually made into a movie, which is why I decided to pick it up, because the movie looked really good, like the movie trailer, and I was like, if I'm going to watch this movie, I have to read the book first, because everyone knows that the book is always way better than the movie. It always is. But, I should have picked it up way sooner than I did, because this is so awesome, guys. You guys really need to get your hands on it. It's just one of the most amazing books. Like, it is in my top favorite books of all time. It's just a really, really good story. There are just so many amazing characters that have this detail to them that seems like so simple but so awesome at the same time. And everything in this book had meaning in some way or another, and it just made the book one of the awesomest books ever. You guys need to get your hands on this if you haven't, because it is probably the best book that anyone in the world will ever have. Number 3 is Eggs, a book that you thought was going to be bad but actually turned out to be quite enjoyable. For me, that was City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I actually thought this book was going to be like, I didn't have like high hopes for this book, I guess you could say, because what happened was, I guess, like, every year I pretty much asked for books, and way back when I first started asking for books for Christmas, I just wrote books down and then hoped for the best. And so my mom got me this for Christmas. She got me a box set of the first 3 books, and back then I thought it was just going to be a trilogy, but then it ended up being more. But anyways, I just I just thought of reading anything else but this. Like, I would always reach for other books other than this because I wasn't sure about this book. It just looked, I don't know, that it just wasn't appealing to me at the time, I guess. I guess it wasn't what I needed, but then later on I figured I should probably try reading it. At the time, it looked good to me, and I felt like maybe it's time to read this, and then it was awesome. I really enjoyed this book. It just made it my favorite series at the time. Or is Sugar, a sugary sweet book, which could be anything, I guess. But anyways, that book for me is The Selection by Kiera. This is awesome. It's like a feathery, light type of book, I guess you could say. There's just something about it that makes me really, it just appeals to me, and just a really, really good, really sweet type of novel. At the same time, it's it's sort of a little bit tragic, I guess you could say, since it is a dystopian world, and like it's hard to explain, but it is a really sugary type of sweet book that it just reminds me of fairy tales and all of that good stuff. I guess number 5 is Icing, a book that covered every single element that you enjoy about a book: funny moments, action moments, sad moments, etc. So that book for me is Last Sacrifice by Rachel Mead. This series, I just love this series, and the last book, I had such high expectations about this book, and it fulfilled my high expectations. I absolutely love this book. This is my favorite book. This is probably my favorite book, I think, because like all of the books are so awesome, but I can't really, at the same time, I can't really choose which one I like the most. Like, I'll say that one book is my favorite, and then another time I'll be like, this book is my favorite. I just can't choose with this series, because this series is also good, and I just loved everything about it. It had funny moments, it had sarcastic moments, it had sad moments, it had happy moments, it had like everything. I just love this book, and I just love this series. It's just so awesome. One is Sprinkles, a book that you can kind of turn to for a little pick-me-up when you're feeling down. And this book is any of the Harry Potter books, really. I just really enjoy Harry Potter books. There's just something about it. It's my childhood book. It's the first book that I actually decided to pick up when I was a kid that wasn't part of school, I guess you could say. And I don't know, this book in particular, The Order of the Phoenix, I think I read this about 3-4 times. So this is my most read book out of all of the Harry Potter books, and I just love this book. It just had everything that I loved, and it just made me insanely happy. Every Harry Potter book made me insanely happy. It's just something, it's part of my childhood, and it's just awesome. 7th question is the cherry on top, your favorite book this year so far. So that book is The Ask and the Answer by Patrick Ness. This book is amazing, and I didn't realize the genius of this series until the second book, which is this book right here. There's just something about the first one that appealed to me, but didn't appeal to me. I don't know, there was just something about this book that made me absolutely love this series, or something about the first book that was, I don't know, I liked it, but I didn't absolutely love it. I guess I had too high of expectations for the first book. So, yeah, the second book was a lot awesomer than the first book. The first book was really good, but the second book is just amazing. Everywhere I went, there was just something about this book that made me absolutely love it. Alright, so that is the end of my video, I guess. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I tag whoever wants to be tagged, I guess. I think a lot of people have already done this tag, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next video, so bye.